and not bogus, I would enjoy that. But I don't want to be on something just to be on a program. I want to be on something that I wouldn't mind telling people I was on. you know, I wouldn't
Sure.
want to be something that was a joke. So,
Well,
and
I
I'm
don't
old
understand
and
a
they
lot of.
still call me. I don't know what's up with that. So it's just odd.
Yeah, I don't understand a lot of it. I don't understand the night vision goggles.
I don't
You know, because
understand the night vision thing. Well, I mean, because
except
if Aunt Sarah is coming, I use this example a lot. I may have used it last week even, but if Aunt Sarah is coming down the stairs at 2 in the afternoon, you're not going to find Aunt Sarah at 2 in the morning. You need to be
yeah,
there. If
no,
it is a residual haunting, you need to be there when it continues to happen. It's just for scare. It makes it look spooky and dramatic.
I mean, how many of those programs can you watch where they sit and they see nothing, and they say, "Ooh, did you hear that? Ooh, did you hear that?" You know,
Yeah.
and it's like I don't know. I'd get totally bored, and some of them are just fraudulent. So
Yes.
I had a friend in Australia, Brett, who had a radio program in Australia, and I co-hosted it with him for a little bit. He had a very good investigation group that was well known in Australia. So one of the companies here, and I won't say which, contacted him to do a joint investigation in Australia. Australia's scariest or whatever. And they did that. They started it, and a couple days into it, Brett went to the set, which was scheduled to do it early in the morning, and he got there earlier in the morning. And what he saw was them filming, and they had a stagehand throwing stuff across the camera. So they would say, throw a little slower, they throw a little higher. And he filmed it all on his phone. He posted it on YouTube, and there was a lawsuit over it.
Really?
Oh yeah, and no, he told him to kiss his butt. He's not going to work with him anymore, and he posted it on YouTube. And he says it's that kind of people that ruin paranormal. And so that has to go on. I mean, I know it has to go on. I could tell you things that I've known about some of the celebrity people that
Right.
you know they're celebrities, and good for them. But
Well,
you
there's
can't.
nothing wrong with that, but you have to, if you're representing an entire community, you need to do so honestly.
Yeah, I think so. You have to be able to separate entertainment from reality.
And there's a difference. And it's
Yeah, I mean,
big.
there's so many things going on today that just I won't even get involved or comment on because I don't know if you've noticed, but half the paranormal world has become empaths or psychics.
Yes. And there's
I,
always confusion. You know, they're psychic, their child is psychic, there's this, there's that. Well, they're not because you know what's happening because they're talking to dead people and they're telling you, and that's not a psychic, that's a medium. And yet they're psychic. It blows my mind. You need to know what you're talking about if you're going to be presenting yourself this way. Know what you are, or know what it is that you would like to be. And that's my pet peeve.
well, I've peed off a lot of people because I've done it twice so far since I've been on Facebook. But I'll put something in my right hand and close my fist, and I put $500 in my other hand.
Right?
And I'll say anybody who can guess what's in my right hand, I'll give the $500 to. And nobody ever guessed.
Well,
The people who have names, let's say, who are known, they won't guess me in the Facebook. They'll message me. Is it this? Is it that? They don't want to publish that they're wrong, and they took 6 guesses.
well, that would not be a psychic. That would be a remote viewer. So there's another thing. It's just so wild. It is so wild. And that being
Yep.
said, as wild as that is, we're at a break. So,
You're kidding.
no, I'm not kidding. 3 minutes. We'll be back. Y'all enjoy this, and we'll see you on the flip side.
You are listening to WBHM Digital Broadcasting, the best in paranormal talk, only on Paranormal Experience Radio. Broadcasting live out of Birmingham, Alabama. Since 1948, Fate Magazine has brought you reports of the strange and unknown, all of them true. Fate Radio is carrying on that tradition, bringing you the unusual, macabre, strange, and bizarre. Join host Kat Hobson Sunday nights from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern on WBHM Digital Broadcasting.
Son of a...
Hey, son.
Mother...
Son, what are you doing?
Hey, Mom. I'm getting ready to listen to Periscope Uncensored.
By expanding your vocabulary.
Well, it is uncensored.
Son, the uncensored part of Periscope Uncensored is Jax and I getting down to brass tacks with all aspects of the paranormal. There's no fluff on our show.
So, no off-color commentary?
I didn't say that.
Awesome!
Son?
I just hit my head.
Oh boy, I'll go get you an ice pack. Catch Periscope Uncensored Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, only on WBHM Digital Broadcasting.
You are listening to WBHM Digital Broadcasting. The best in paranormal talk radio.
Oh, come on. I'm Southern, but... Nope. That'll do. Hello. I am Kat Hobson, host of Paranormal Experience here on WBHM Digital Broadcasting out of Birmingham, Alabama. I enjoy having guests from all areas of the paranormal, from ghosts to ufology to cryptids and beyond. You'll find some of the best researchers in their fields bringing you some great information. Join me on Wednesday nights from 8 to 10 p. Eastern here on WBHM Digital Broadcasting. Thank you for listening to WBHM Digital Broadcasting out of Birmingham, Alabama. The time is 23 minutes after the hour. And here we are back with Paranormal Experience, and I am so excited. I am going to let you know that Ed has generously said that one person in chat is going to win a set of his books. And not only a set of his books, I think you heard him say he doesn't do book signings. These are signed books. And in chat right now, the only person who is eligible to win is Brenda Holmes, who now is going to be the proud owner of a set of books by Ed. And these are great. It's not just the two True Haunting books. There is a whole slew of books. So you will be reading wonderful, wonderful things for quite some time. And congratulations. Because you know what? I know you. You're going to be going through these things like Sherman through Atlanta. And I'm glad because I think you'll love them. I know I've loved every one of them I've picked up and read. So kudos to you. And Ed, I have to tell you, that is one of the nicest things that you do. I'm really appreciative that you do that. But
I do it in it's funny because I see the results sometimes. My website will pinpoint on the globe anywhere where someone has visited me. And whenever the arrow goes out in the Atlantic and there's nothing there, and it says someone called, I know it was a shipment, well, someone in the service, or it's off the coast of Africa. And that's kind of, to me, it's very interesting. My book went that far. But then again, if I showed you my website stats, you'd say, man, it looks like the United Nations. Because I have a good base in Canada, a better base in the UK. I mean, a huge base in the UK and Ireland.
Do you
And then
really?
I've got, oh yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah. When the book came out, it held number one in the UK for 6 months.
Holy
And
wow.
it actually baffled me. And I got to know a few of the UK fans. One woman was a doctor of pharmacology, very, very intelligent. And I asked her, I said, how can this be? Number one, Britain has its own paranormal writers.
Right, they do. They're good too.
You don't intrude into their. The second thing is, they normally wouldn't hear of a self-published author climbing their uncharted list, and an unknown. And I said to her, how the hell can that happen? And she sent me a letter, a real sweet letter. At the top of the letter, it said, if you can define characters and you have a strong story, it doesn't matter a damn how you write. And it was by, I forgot, one of the major turn-of-the-century writers from London, from England. And
You've told me that quote before.
yeah, I've got the quote on my website at the top of one of the pages.
Yes, but
Because
you shared that with me before.
yeah, a lot of people have said, that I write down.
Yes.
And in a way, they're correct.
I had that in my show notes from the last time we spoke.
Yeah, the average American reads at an 8th grade level. So, if you want to make your book a thesaurus, it's good luck with that.
Yes.
And I tend to write. If you were here, I'd picture you sitting across from me, and I'd tell you the story in writing. And that's what I picture. And it's my writing style is conversational.
That's why I like it.
I enjoy it. I always have. But then again, I'm the author. I think it's all good.
You have to, right? That's your job. Self-supporting.
Yeah, you got to have faith in yourself.
Well, I want to talk about the haunting just a little bit. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Well, I know that you and Marcia, when it first started, were just kind of... She was having a lot of experiences. Things were happening to and around her, and you were having none of it. And that was a big bone of contention for a while. How long did it actually take before you realized that this is a real deal?
It took me around a couple of months, but I went through phases. So I went, the first it was disbelief, I don't want to hear it. The second phase is there was a period in there where I thought my wife was chemically off balance because she just had a baby.
Yeah.
And a woman's chemistry is all confusing anyway. So I figured she had a baby, she'd never been home before. She's going a little bit wacko maybe. And so I went through that. And then when I started experiencing some things myself, then I realized, yeah, we do have something here. And but then I took a very defensive posture. I was going to fix it.
Yeah.
So, when the lighting fixture started flickering in the kitchen, I tore that old one out and put a new one in. When the bathroom plug was popping out, I tore that whole thing out and put a new one in. And I was going to solve it all. And what I didn't do, and what I tell people today, and I do tell my fans this when they write me, people will read my book and they'll write me and they'll say, I have something that happens in my house